Welcome back to MuleSoft-TechZone. This is Raman Lingam, and this is in continuation of a series how to become Agentblazer Innovator 2026. So there are few modules left over to achieve this status. The next video in this series is setting up a service assistant. So this is pretty simple. You can just click on Create Playground and click on Create Playground. This will send you the details to your email, unlike where you used to create a developer edition. Here you don't need a developer edition. They will create a quick playground for you guys. So I will wait for this. Meanwhile, please read the instructions. So what we are going to do is we are going to create a custom playground for data 360. So I received an email to reset. So this is my username. Please do not copy the full stop over here and click on this icon. Reset the password. You will get another verification code. Just enter the code and click on don't ask again, so that it will not ask you again and again whenever you are doing this challenge. So once this is done, it will ask us to reset our password. So once this is done, click on change password. And if you go back to the challenge, what you need to do is you need to click on connect playground. You need to use the username that you got. Click on login. You can save it or deny. Here you need to allow and then click on save it. Now that you are in this playground, you can click on launch, which will take you to the right playground. That is very important. That is why you are seeing some of them are commenting that they are not able to see some features. That's the only reason why you're not seeing, because you are not on the current playground or current developer edition for that particular challenge. So next thing, we need to quickly go to setup. Then search for service assistant is what they were asking. So click on service assistant here. So we are on this service assistant. Please follow the step and instructions. This is very easy one. So what they are asking us to do first is we need to go to Einstein setup and confirm the toggle is on. Okay, so not the regular Einstein, but there is turn on generative, this one, right? So click on this one. They're asking us to make sure that this is turned on. Yes, it is turned on. Okay, then they are asking us to go to, in the setup, in the this thing, they are asking us to go to Salesforce Go. So I will go back in the quick find and go to Salesforce Go. I'll just take it onto my left side here. So click on let's go, and they are asking us to choose the Agentforce default. So here is the search features. Just type default, you will see the Agentforce default here. Okay, then click on get started. Okay, and then click on turn on and then confirm. This is how you will be turning on the Einstein generative AI. So it will take some time for you to turn on this one. You can see it is still loading. This step you will see many a times that you will be doing for further challenges. So please make sure that you got it done correctly. So now it is done. You can just quickly refresh it. So we have done. Again they are asking us to go to new agent, and they are asking us to create a new agent. So while we do that, I'm just copying this field here. So Agentforce agents, here it is. They are asking us to create a new agent. So click on new agent, go back and select the one they are asking us to choose, Agentforce service assistant. You can see here they are asking us to use this, and what they are asking us to do is read the guidelines and all. From customize your agent, this is the company field. Okay, we need to add that. Go to next, and everything is pre-filled. All that you need to do is we need to add this customer field, and we need to check the keep a record of conversations with enhanced event logs. We need to enable this and click on create. That's what they are asking us to do. Just double check if you have everything which is similar to this screenshot, then click on create. So what we have done is we are creating a new agent. If you remember in our previous challenges, we used to use the existing agents, but here we are going to see like how to create a new agent. Once the agent is created, you know, you always go into a Agentforce builder. Now our agent name is like Agentforce Service Assistant. Okay, again, Agentforce builder, you know that you will be landing in the topics page. Now they are asking us to select a new they are asking us to create a new topic. Okay, so if the new topic doesn't appear, please see that the agent for agent setup page is configured properly. Okay, so go to your, so if go to the open in builder, like you know, you can go to the agent and open in the builder and see. All right, now we are going to create a new topic. Click on new topic. So they are asking us in the topic definition field assist blah blah blah. So you can use this is the first time I think we are using this one. So click on next. Again, please read the instructions and guidelines carefully. They are asking us to create a topic. Click next, create a topic, and change these. Travel documentation API name is this one, and classification description and scope. So we have done this, and they are asking us to from the instruction section replace the auto populated ones. So there are like almost 8 instructions. So let me go with like first, second, third, next fourth. By default they gave us 4 instructions. We are going to add 4 more. So 1, 2, 3 and 4. Let me grab the 5th, 6th and 7th and 8th instructions quickly. 5th. So read the instructions. So because instructions are very important for the agent to decide which topic they need to select and which action it has to go. So that is very important. That is the purpose of instructions. Copy. So we are done. Click on next and click on finish. Now we created a new topic from here itself, which is travel documentation. So once this is done, you can see travel documentation. They are asking us to activate the page. So click on activate. You can ignore and activate if it gives a pop-up to you. I think by default it gives a pop-up, so ignore and activate. Now what you need to do is turn on the service AI grounding. So again we have to go back to the service assistant from our quick find search. This is the quick find. I think I have service assistant already opened here, so you can, if you are not able to find, just search in the quick find. Okay, service assistant, then click on go to service AI grounding. Turn on the from the case tab. So here it is the case tab, from customize experience object. In the case tab they're asking us to go to service AI grounding and make sure that you are turning on. You need to turn this on. Okay, once it is done, it's always good to refresh your page just in case if you want to see like it has reflected. Then from here we say turn on. From choose objects and fields from ground, select the case tab and click on edit. So from case, here choose objects and fielding ground, they are asking us to click on case and then click on edit. Now subject and description, they are asking us to use subject and description. So if you search here, just choose subject and description as description, click on save. So that is done. Do not change any additional fields. From the additional object grounding option section, check include case emails and include case comments. So where is this additional objects? Include emails, sorry, I need to edit this again. Include case emails, include comments, not the feed, only those two should be enabled. And then save it again. So once this is done, activate grounding with cases, head back to the services in page. So this is already activated. So this is in inactive stage, so please make sure that you are activating this one here. Just refresh and double check if it looks like this. Okay, go to case and see if it is active. That is what they have given here in the screenshot. Head back to the service assistant page. So they are saying like after turning on service, you will notice an option to set up the customized experience by object. Turn on message and voice recording grounding. I am turn on so this is optional, but what they're asking us like turn on the message and voice recording. I will turn on. Jump to next section, this one. So next thing what we need to do is like set eligibility criteria. In the service assistant, a service plan is created from customized experience object by step. In the define service plan, click on go to flows. So here define service plan eligibility criteria for cases, go to flows. So this is the place where you find all the flows, and they're asking us to choose check service plan eligibility. Check service plan eligibility. So here it is. There are two, check with messaging session and for voice call, but we are going to use check service plan eligibility. This will open our flow builder. And what we need to do is like from this canvas select the is eligible service plan decision element. So this is the decision element over here. Dismiss this. In the S tab, confirm the label is S. In the S tab, yes, the label is S. Confirm the output is this one. So they are asking us to confirm, which means like it is already there, but they wanted to double check if this is the right name. Yes. Confirm the condition requirements to execute outcome field is set to all conditions are met with AND condition. All conditions are met with AND condition. Yes, it is done. Next thing that they are asking us to confirm the case from get case resources has an is null operator which is set to false. So here it is null which is set to false, which is good. And delete the ineligibility reason resource. So this is the ineligibility reason results. They are asking us to delete this, so I'm just deleting this, which is not required for them. Confirm that case priority resource has equals operator of value high, which is already there. Yeah, we are good. Next what they are asking is to add one more condition and condition. So what we need to do is from the resource fields we need to select case origin. Okay, so from the resources, case from get, add one condition, case from get case, resource origin, case origin. Yeah, this one, case origin, which should be equal to email. Okay, this one. This is what they are asking us to do. Now what you need to do is you need to save it as a new flow and enter the flow name as travel documentation. So go here, click on save as new flow. This is a new flow that we are creating, not the new version. Okay, because we don't want to disturb the existing flow. So save it. Once you have saved, you will get an option. It will create a new, you can see here, new name with the travel documentation, and click on activate. Now that the flow is activated, what you need to do is like from the eligibility criteria of this one, so you need to go back to the service assistant page, and from the eligibility criteria here you're asking us to select the travel. So you can refresh it because it is not popping up because it was opened long time ago. So you need to refresh to see this one populated in this drop down, travel documentation. And case id variables, they are asking us to choose case id. So you can simply drop this one, use the meet eligibility as the result variable and ineligibility reason here. Okay, that is what they are asking us to do, and click on save. So we have done this part. After setting up this one, there is find Shamrago quick action. You can safely skip this one now. Okay, now we need to turn on the service assistant for the cases. So turn on service assistant for the cases, just turn it on. That is what they are asking us to do. Next, in the app launcher, we need to go on to the service. Okay, just this is the app launcher. So don't get, if you are new to Salesforce, there are two things, quick find is different and app launchers are different. So just note that difference. So in the app launcher, they are asking us to go to service. So I'm going to service, and we need to select the cases tab and open all cases. So here is the cases tab. By default it will show only recently viewed. Select all open cases, that is what they are asking us to do, and select the case number ending with 1028. so I am selecting this one. Okay, and what you need to do is here you need to edit this page. So if you go to the settings icon, you can see this edit page here, and what they're asking us to do is whatever we have set up so far, the service assistant, we need to add that component anywhere onto the canvas. So you can search for like service assistant here. Let me close this, and they are asking us to add it anywhere, so I'm just dragging on top of this here. Then note, if you see milestones and related comments, delete them. Milestones and related pages, do I see milestones and related pages? I can just search for milestones. No, I don't currently. If you see, you can delete it. Okay, then that's it, I believe. Just save, and they're asking us, once it is saved, we need to activate that. Okay, so click on activate. While activating, there will be different options, so make sure you are choosing the right options which they asked us to do. So assign as default org here, and see whether it is for desktop or mobile. They are asking for desktop. Click on next, and click on save. Okay, at the top right, save and click activation. On the top right, save and click on activation. Again, you will see some options there. We have to select app default here, not the organization or get default, it's app default. Assign app as default, and choose the options like service console from the listed options. So service, not the sales one, service one. Okay, service control, and click on next, and choose only desktop, not desktop and phone, just the desktop. Click on next and save it. So once this is done, on the top right corner, again just click on save. Okay, so yeah, I'm making sure that I have changes saved, and go back here, and now it's time to check our challenge. So basically what we have done is we have done setting up a service assistant here. So we have a dedicated page where you can go and configure the service assistant, and you saw like different options over there. So please go through the instructions carefully and follow step by step, and it is pretty simple challenge. You can see the assessment is completed. So don't forget to subscribe our channel for regular updates, and see you in the next video.